So, next time you call yourself ugly, I want you to think about the fact that your face is a combination of hundreds of generations of people who fell in love. Your face is literally made out of love, okay? Hundreds of people fell in love enough to make a baby, okay? And they ended up looking like you, okay? You are a combination of hundreds of people's love. Your face is literally love. Why don't you love it?
Or greedy white men who decided to colonize the world, and then in the process they decided to grape people that look like me. And to date, for your existence, for you to see the beauty in all the Western world that you see today, is as a result of the extreme disdain that they have for people like me. Disdain is one way to call it. So they did not create those babies because they felt the need, that they were born out of love. They were a project so that they can rebel. Because your father is someone that you would love. You'd always want to fight. So why would you fight against your own blood? So that you can use those kids as a project to stand for you when you do nonsense. So that's exactly why we say
and greedy palm-colored men who raped my grandmothers back during slavery, but let's not talk.
So it's not for everyone. That's one way to look at it and have a positive perspective that, oh, well, you are a produce of love. There are some people who are produce of grape. That's exactly it. They are a produce of someone's disdain. And then there are others who are just used to trap someone so that they can be together. There are some people who are created because they felt that this is a lonely world for them to exist alone, so why not create another companion? There's other people who felt that they failed to do everything, so they live through their kids, so they procreate those kids so that those kids can come back to them and then repay them for raising them and bringing them on the earth, basically. So that's the other side of the world. So when you live in the white Caucasian world, and then your mother and your father has always been there. No, well, my father has always been there for me. My mom has always been there for me. The people that I love the most, I'm one of those exceptional cases. I'm like you. I'm most likely to see the world like that because of the background that we come from, right? I'm more likely to think, but I'm not that delusional, I'm not that delusional, because being that delusional makes you blind to problems of the world, because the same way other people can see the war in Ukraine, they cannot see the others in certain places because it's not a fitting image for them. And they don't make the due diligence of research because no media slaps it in their face. So that's one way to look at it. That's one way to say, oh, well, you're a face of love because of your background and where you come from. But no one talks about the in-betweens. That is not like that for African Americans. It's not like that for certain people in African countries and other countries as well. It's not like that. Not everyone was born. I even to date, it's 2024, I still struggle to see interracial love as love. I cannot, because of the byproduct of what happens for people to be in such unions and why they want to be in such unions. So I am just like, I would rather not. So I hope this was an educational moment for you, that you learned something. And just like people like you that's going to be in the comments, that's going to interact, people's going to watch this, I hope it's an educational moment for you, because most of the people that watch me are Americans. So not everyone is born out of love. Not everybody has a fairy tale existence. And unfortunately, even white people. And which is weird, because the system was built for them to be poor and to be white as well. is a problem. You should use your whiteness to your advantage because you have more advantages than me. So, in that sense, if you don't access them and you don't even know how to access it because you have all these excuses, does that mean that you are lazy?